traders, let's take a look at the market today and see what we can do with it. Okay, so we are on the 15-minute chart here, breaking above the blue SMA. The two SMAs are coming closer together, which often will mean that it's going to be turning up. We can kind of see the same on the 30-minute chart, even though it's downturning still. We have leveled off, and it might very well come up to meet it. We can also see a very good set of green candles here. However, it has peaked out at very close to the two peaks here that we saw previously. So we do want to proceed with caution for sure. And on the short-term chart, we can see that we've just done the death cross here and are losing momentum. So it's very possible that this green candle will indeed kind of peak out and drop. And there we go. It did have a little drop, and I'm seeing that it may be bottoming out and maybe going up. So I got into a long here, even though you haven't seen it on the two little lines here with the MACD. You can see that the red candle thingies that are hanging down, those are turning dark. So that means that it is starting to turn, and it is below the gold SMA here, which is the support. And so I would say it kind of broke through that support, but it doesn't always happen right at that point. But we are kind of an uptrend right here. You can see the blue line is leveled off and it is going up. So took a little while to execute it. It was moving fairly fast. Finally got in, and now I'm in a long position, and it did indeed go up a little bit, but it is struggling to get above that gold SMA. It's kind of following it up, and I put in an alert kind of at the very, very top, the highest point on this wick here that it hit yesterday. That's a pretty strong resistance level there, but it's within shooting range here. It's not too far off the mark, and we are sitting at a profit right now, but I do feel like it could well be working on some pretty strong momentum going up. So I held on, did not get out, and it dropped, and then it came up a little bit, and so now I've lost the ability to get out at that 350 and wondering if I should get out at a smaller profit. So kind of leveled off here. Basically, it's right where I got in, and then it dropped below it, and it does seem to be holding that support there. So at this point, I decided, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out. So I put in my exit order right here and got out at a $275 profit on that first trade. So that was a little bit scary, but it actually worked out okay. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this order here. And I actually got into a short at this point because it did look like it was having trouble getting up, even though it's kind of an uptrend, like I said. It looks like it might be dropping. So I did a short here and put in my exit order at a pretty small place here. The MACD is looking good. Kind of leveled off. And it went up. And so, knowing that this is an uptrend, I'm really, really nervous about being in a short right now. Okay, we just had a death cross right here. And I decided to do a reverse at this point, just one tick below where I had gotten in. So I did, and now I'm in a long. And now it drops below that point. So I could have held on, but the MACD is looking good, like it might turn. I think the long position is probably a good call. This is not looking good. It did drop some more. And looking over here, we could easily drop down to this gold SMA, which is quite a bit below where we are in right now, 102-ish range. So that's not good. It has hit bottom here twice, so now it's kind of a support right there. Oof, and then it broke through it. I'm still hanging on to that long position. And, it's just been a tricky day. All right, so it dropped down. I think this is the lowest point that it got right here, or pretty close to it. And I lost $1,400 in this trade, but I'm still hanging on because I do still think it's going to bounce here soon, very, very soon. And sure enough, there we go. We're seeing some green candles. Let's see how far up it goes. It hit that gold SMA, and I decided, you know what, I think probably it's going to go down. And the MACD is also saying that as well. The 15-minute chart looks like it's going to drop, and the 30-minute chart looks like it's going to drop. There's many reasons to think it's probably going to drop. So I did a reverse, even though I'm losing $1,000 on this trade. That puts me at a loss of $625 so far because of that first trade that I made that was good. But I do think that's a good call than just waiting and hanging on. So it did drop, and I put in my exit order here at a very conservative place and got out. And then it looked like perhaps it was going to bounce and go up at this point, so I'm going to try another long and put an exit order in up here. It didn't quite make it up to that point, so I kind of freaked out and decided, nope, I better be in a short. So I did a reverse at a very small profit, and I'm in a short again. And it did now go up to the gold SMA, which, you know, it's not too far above where I switched anyway, so there's something. And then I was trying to figure out where would be a reasonable place to get out, and I think this is pretty close. It's, you know, it's about where the floor is right through here. It jogged down below that a few times, but I do think it's probably going to drop down to around that point. Okay, so it had a nice drop right through here, and looked like it was kind of hesitating, so I decided, no, I'm just going to get out. It's like almost 10:30 now, so I want to be done here soon. So now I'm sitting at 600 minus my commissions. So I made like, I don't know, I have to calculate that. And then I decided, you know what, I think it's going to go up now. So I did one more trade. This is my 7th trade for the day, which is a fair amount actually. And I got into a long position, and it looks like it might be hesitating up there. So I went ahead and got out. And that last trade, I made $150 more. So this is my trades. Had all positive trades except for that one really bad one where I got into a position and it went the wrong way. And so I tried to recover from that as best I could. And I think I did pretty well, all things considered.